A look at the one-day strike by rail workers today. Members of the Federation of Unions of South Africa and the United National Transport Union announced the strike on Wednesday. Today, members marched to the Department of Transport in Joburg and Parliament in Cape Town. Although both marches were poorly attended, there were threats to paralyze commuter train services until things improve. One of the demands is that the army be deployed to ensure the safety of commuters and workers at the Passenger Rail Agency of South Africa, PRASA. There have been various violations on trains earlier this month after the fifth fire in just 2 months broke out at Cape Town Central Station. PRASA said it would build a wall to protect the assets of its subsidiary Metro Rail. Although PRASA said services would be reduced today, most trains ran as normal, it said earlier. To discuss the call for rail change, we're joined by the spokesperson of the United National Transport Union, Sonja Carstens, on the line. Ms. Carstens, thank you for being with us. What was the impact? PRASA was saying it actually wasn't that bad. Train drivers weren't allowed to take part because they're sort of essential services. Do you believe you got the attention of the public at all?
We believe we got the attention of the public indeed. We managed to convey our message across four cities: Cape Town, Johannesburg, Pretoria and Durban. But yes, our marches were very, very poorly attended. We managed to disrupt the train services quite a bit, especially on the Vaal, in Pretoria, on the Mabopane route, in Cape Town especially as well. But we had no impact in Durban at all.
Yeah. Why were those marches so poorly attended? Why aren't your members coming out?
Our members were extremely intimidated. They received very conflicting messages from PRASA throughout. Firstly, saying that it's not really, about PRASA, not at all. It's about rail safety, which it was. But it's about PRASA's inability to provide a safe and reliable service, firstly to commuters, and secondly to provide a safe working environment to them. So firstly, they were very intimidated. Obviously, the no work, no pay rule affected them badly. And thirdly, there were also conflicting messages from the Minister of Transport, Minister Balula, saying that they were declared essential services. Now, no employee of PRASA has ever been declared essential services. They are scarce skills, as is the train drivers of Gautrain, for instance, and as is the train drivers of Transnet. But that doesn't mean that they are declared essential services and that they are not allowed to participate in protest actions, which they are. Mm-hmm. So that affected them. They got this message and they thought they were going to be disciplined if they did participate.
Okay.
Various of them did, but some of them didn't.
Can I raise something with you? The Transport Minister, Fikile Mbalula, earlier this week, I think, said that the safety of commuters was sacrosanct. And he actually spoke about the conduct of people who take part in labour action, saying that this extends to the conduct of those who operate the services and take part in protest action, saying that they cannot harm anyone. Does that suggest that labour action has been violent in the past, and was there any violence today on the part of your members?
No, there were no violence today, and neither has there been any violent actions in the past. The minister is simply ill-informed. You must realise that he's the fifth minister we've had in the past 5 years. And obviously a new groom tries to speak clean, but no, he's not informed correctly.
All right, tell us your concerns. Give us maybe a day in the life of a train worker. You say that health and safety laws are being flouted and they are being put in danger.
Well, from the 12th of October last year, from the end of August actually last year, the Railway Safety Regulator has been refusing to provide PRASA with a safety operating permit. They are currently operating on the mercy of the Pretoria High Court with a court order, and they're not even adhering to the court order. They couldn't comply with filling critical vacancies, and they couldn't comply with ensuring that basic maintenance is being done. Just mentioning procurement procedures to use critical vacancies and maintenance, and obviously with the ailing infrastructure, you can imagine how it is for any employee to work for PRASA nowadays.
Well, tell me more. I mean, is there violence? Are they intimidated? You're actually calling for the army to come in.
They are being attacked by commuters on a daily basis. We've called for their protection because we realise that part of our plea should be to educate commuters that it's not actually the train driver or the metro guard who's responsible for the delays of trains. They are also a victim of a ailing system and failing infrastructure. But there's no way that PRASA can turn this around. Neither can the Department of Transport. We need a holistic approach. And in order to do that, we need a defence force to safeguard the current infrastructure so that we can finalise the modernisation of the infrastructure.
Yeah.
You would recall that in January last year, Dr. Blade Nzimande, the previous Minister of Transport, promised us that by June last year, the modernisation of the signalling system would have been finalised. It's a year later, it's still not done. And there's no end in this. There's no prospect that it will be done soon if we don't do something to secure the current infrastructure and to prevent the vandalism and the damage of the new infrastructure as they try to implement it.
All right, saying that staff, the people working at Metro Rail or for PRASA, the owning company, are also victims. There's Sonja Carstens, spokesperson for the United National Transport Union.